But first, the holidays are here, people. If you're still scrambling for yummy recipes to whip up over the next couple of weeks, don't worry, we've got you covered. Let's head to the City Line Kitchen with Chef Devin Rajkumar. All right, Dev, you were making us a delectable fig-stuffed baked brie, which sounds like a gorgeous holiday indulgence. Like, I love the idea of this. Tell me about the recipe.
This is a lot of fun. This is very simple. So we are essentially going to slice a wheel of brie in half, and we're going to stuff it with a beautiful spiced fig mixture. Now, at home, if you want to use pears, mango, any type of fruit, you can go ahead and do that. Maybe you want to go ahead and use like leeks and Parmesan.
Yeah.
You can have a lot of fun with it. So the first thing I want to do is get some butter into my pan. Now I know my butter, I know the pan here is very, very hot.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to cool it down a bit and get the figs in there first.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to come with the butter, because if I burn the butter, then we have to start the recipe over. Okay.
That's a good tip, actually.
So we get our butter into the pan. I'm going to slice some more figs now. Now, what would you want to see if it wasn't figs? Is there a particular fruit that you like?
I would probably go for pear. And for some reason, I don't know why I don't like. Obviously, there are people in the audience have told me already they love figs. It's not something that is my go-to, but they feel rare and they feel special this time of year.
Figs are incredible. They're great for our digestion.
Yeah.
Also packed with antioxidants. It's a beautiful thing. Aside from those, I just love the flavor of figs. And now what we're going to do is we're going to kick up the flavors in here. Many people at home, I feel, are not utilizing their pantry and their spices.
Right.
So this is a great recipe. And what we're going to be talking about today is getting some rotation and some turnover in those spices. So what we're going to add to this pan, and already the butter and the figs is a jam. We're going to go with some nutmeg.
Yeah.
And then we're going to add in some cardamom. Cardamom is my all-time favorite spice, especially at this time of the year.
Yeah, that's your guy. Why do you love it?
It's floral, it's earthy, it's soothing. You know, in teas and when you bake things with it, it's just it can be subtle, but you put too much of it, and you won't do that again.
Right.
Okay.
Because it's overpowering.
That's it. To make this a little bit savory, what we're going to do is we're going to add in some black pepper.
Okay.
If you wanted to add in garlic and shallots, go ahead and do that. We're not trying to make this super sweet. This is not necessarily a type of dessert.
Yeah.
This is something you want to entertain with.
Got it.
You have guests over. Appetizer, main, breakfast in bed, whatever you want to do. So we have thyme going in there.
Things,
and of course, we're going to add some salt and some cinnamon. So the thyme and cinnamon we can take out before we put it into the brie. Now I'm going to go in and add in more butter because I can. Okay? And we're going to mix this all around, and already it smells amazing. It smells delicious. More butter.
Why not?
To make this a little bit sweeter and to make it a little bit festive and to make it really tasty, I'm going to go in with...
What is it?
Maple syrup.
Well, they knew and I didn't even know. I'm standing right here.
Maple syrup.
Help me as much as possible, please.
Maple syrup, agave, whatever you want to add. Now, we have sweet, sweet, sweet. We have maple syrup. We have the figs. What do we need in here?
Acidity.
We need some acidity, so a little bit of lemon juice is going to go in just like that.
Lovely.
Now let's talk about our wheel of brie.
Let's talk about that wheel of brie. So, you had everyone enraptured when you said brie. Like, that's all we needed to hear.
It's a beautiful melting cheese. It's very delicate.
Gorgeous.
And I want to show you, if you take a knife and go around the wheel and make about 3/4 inch, half-inch incision.
Yeah.
What we're going to do then is take a piece of string and find that little incision that you made. And now when you bring the two pieces of string together and slice it, you're going to notice that no matter what, you're going to have a perfect, just like this.
You have two brie buns.
Perfect halves.
That's so good.
Really, really simple, really easy to do.
Yeah. Well, it just looks delicious. And I just keep thinking, wheel of brie.
I never thought people would clap for me when I sliced the wheel.
It's that good. No, it's that good.
I'm doing something right.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
Cool.
And with the string, it was a cool technique. I like that.
So one more thing. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, so I'm just going to slide this off onto my nice clean counter. Come over here and grab my puff pastry. And puff pastry, keep it in the freezer, bring it out for 30 to 40 minutes to thaw.
Okay.
Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to get our brie in here.
Yeah.
And what I want to do is top this off with the fig mixture. Now, you want to get it to all the corners, get it all really neat and nice, but...
Do you want me to take the time out, or do you care?
You can leave it in there if you want. You can pull it out. It's totally up to you. I'm going to leave it in there. When we slice into it, it's going to look really pretty.
Okay.
Some people might say, though, that you don't want to garnish or put things inside that aren't edible.
I grew up with my mom putting those big chunks of thyme in everything, and when you're eating and you get the thyme like a twig coming out of your teeth, You learn that maybe that's not what you want, but
And
I
you
like
know-
that it's rustic.
And you know, in West and East Indian cooking, like pepper pot, for example,
Yes.
there's cloves in
You
there,
keep
there's
it
whole
in.
thyme in there, so it's really up to you at home.
Yeah.
There's also other times you're eating biryani and you get a cardamom pot.
Absolutely.
And you wanna hit the chef, so it's up to you. So from here, what we want to do is we are going to egg wash this,
Yeah.
brush it, and then what I would do this properly, do it nice, and then we score it. But I want to show you what the finished product looks like.
Show us.
This goes onto a baking tray, and then
Okay.
we bake it. If you have parchment and it's tough to get it to stick to the tray,
Yeah.
put some water on the tray and it'll stick there, okay? That's a tip
Oh,
for
good.
you.
Yeah, that's
so let's
good.
go and see the finished product.
It's gonna be good,
And the plate is very hot, okay? So look how beautiful that turned
Take a
out.
look at that.
So
oh, it's gorgeous.
this is made to order. Chef
So what,
Trick-
you clap for him doing the brie in half? You don't clap for that? Come on. Do you see that?
So here we
It's
have
better.
our,
It's a puff pastry around it. Like, this is amazing.
here we have our finished product. Can I slice 2 pieces of this?
You sure can.
Okay, beautiful.
Well, hold on. Can you see the slice? Al, you can see that okay?
So what I'm going to
'Cause
do
it's
is
important.
go right into the middle.
Yeah.
And you can use a serrated blade. It should be really nice and ooey.
We want to see,
gooey.
like, that cheese, that cheesy goodness.
You're going to get that right now. And because I had it in the oven was warm, it's going to
Yeah.
be really nice and cheesy. Look at that. Wild.
Yes,
okay?
chef.
Beautiful.
Yeah, chef.
So there's one piece there, and I'm going to
Yeah.
slice another piece here, and I want you to go ahead and try this.
Okay, now in real life, Dev, if you were doing this at home, you would let it sit, wouldn't you?
You want to let this sit for about 15 minutes or so it sets a
We're
little
getting
bit.
the wrap right now, so we're sort of fast forwarding a little bit.
Okay.
I feel like I should share because this is exciting, an exciting recipe. So we got Francis in the audience that's going to come up here and try it with me.
Nice.
Francis, come on up. This is going to be ooey gooey goodness. Chef, you have done a beautiful job on incredible flavors for this time of year. You've done brie, which almost everyone loves, but then you also put in the figs and all of the beautiful spices. Do you want to try?
It looks so yummy, and it's all my favorite things. So absolutely.
Thank you
that's
so
very
much.
sweet. I don't even know where to begin. There's so many places to go with this.
So it's ooey, it's gooey, it's festive, it's holiday, there's spices, it's
Oh
fun.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Dev,
It's so good.
Glad you like.
it's very good.
Thank you.
I'm not even putting it down. Find the recipe at cityline.tv.